Okie dokie. In today's lesson, we will remember the method from last week. What did we learn last week? Can you remember?
Facts.
How to what? We learned how to turn a fact into a paragraph. Then we're going to discuss some facts about technology. Then we're going to look at some technology essay questions. And then I will teach you how to turn two facts into a 4-paragraph essay, okay? And then we will write an essay together and finish for homework. So last week, we learned how to write a paragraph from a fact, and most of you did some really, really good homework. I think this was the best homework I've seen since I've started this class. And I spent a long time marking your homework as well. Anyway, all you used was fact plus brain equals opinion. All you needed was one fact, and then you came to your own opinion by using logic. But do you remember the 5 columns in the table? Who remembers what F, C, E, E, O were in your table from last week's homework? You can tell me.
Is F fact?
Fact, yes. What's number 2? C.
Consequence.
Yes, consequence. What's number 3?
Example. Evidence.
Actually, fact is the same as evidence, right? But E was not evidence. And the 4th one is example. What's the 3rd one?
Explanation.
Explanation. Boom. 4 examples. And 5?
Opinion.
Yes. Okay, let's see if you remember them again. What's 1?
Fact.
Fact. 2.
Consequence.
3.
Example.
Oh, that's 4.
Explanation.
Example. Opinion. Yeah, because the explanation is to explain the consequence. So you do it first and then you give examples, right? This order is quite good because it makes your writing very logical, because first you give a fact, something that's true. So the reader is like, yes, I agree with you, because it's a fact. They cannot disagree, right? They can't disagree because it's a fact, unless your fact is wrong. Like one student said that Elon Musk is going to buy Coca-Cola and put cocaine back in it. Well, I don't believe this is a fact, so I think this one is wrong. But if your fact is true, everyone will agree. Then your consequence, you can find a real true consequence of the fact. So everybody still agrees with you, and then you explain, and you give examples. And then your opinion is the last thing, because it comes from all of this, right? So your opinion is very strong if you do it last. Okay, so remember this, because we will use it a lot, right? So last week we made a paragraph from a fact. This week we will write an essay from 2 facts. Do you think that's easy? So 2 facts plus brain equals what?
2 opinions.
Essay. Yeah, it does have 2 opinions. That's true. Your 2 opinions are very important for your essay. Your 2 opinions should be on the same side as the answer to the essay question. And you can write the whole essay just from 2 facts in your brain. So all you need to know when you go to your exam is just some facts about the topic. And then you can write a really good essay. You don't have to remember lots of things, just remember 2 facts, or remember a few facts about the topic. And then you'll be able to write an essay that's easy, right? So today's topic is technology. Why do you think I chose technology as the topic for today?
Because in the future, it's all about technology.
Yeah, like nearly every question is about technology. If the question is about education, we say technology. And if the question is about social skills, we say technology. If the question is about shopping, technology. Everything is technology now, right? Because
Where are you technology?
We're using it right now.
I think sometimes using man-made things are better than things that are made by robots.
Yes, good. So this could be a topic. This could be something for you to mention. This could be your opinion that you need a fact to support later. So we're going to talk about technology because technology is everywhere. Like the biggest companies in the world are what? What do you think the biggest? Google,
Apple,
Facebook, Netflix, Apple. All of these are technology companies. They're taking over the world, man. Maybe the robots are going to come and kill us. No, I don't think so. Do you think so? Okay, anyway. Here are some facts about technology. So first we need some facts. If we learn a load of facts about technology, we should be ready to answer any questions, right? But we're going to discuss these facts. So
but there is a slide for technology.
The average salary for a computer programmer in Hong Kong is 298,903 Hong Kong dollars per month.
What? Is it that much?
Yeah.
Is that what?
For a computer programmer. I think it's a high level computer programmer, right? So what does that, what's the consequence of this fact?
People earn too much money.
Well, yeah. And also if you learn the skill of computer programming, you can earn a lot of money. It's a very valuable skill.
In the future, everything will be about technology. So being a programmer is important.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like my brother is a programmer. My oldest younger brother. He's
Do
younger
he
than me,
have
but
a lot of
I
money
think that will be
each month?
successful in the future.
he earns a lot of money each month, but he also spends a lot of money. So he doesn't save money, but he has a
Yes,
lot
just
of money.
buying computers is
He's always,
expensive.
yeah, he's addicted to buying technology. That's the problem. That's the downside. Okay, so smartphones and computers have many educational apps which make learning faster and more convenient. So what's the consequence of this? What's the consequence of education?
You don't have to think. And
You don't have to think. Now that could be good or bad, right? You could say that makes us lazy and we don't read books anymore. Define negative.
Yes, we just watch video.
We get stupid.
Yeah, so
and
the
we
negative is because we become lazy because it's so easy. Like we cheat, we Google our answers. That's the negative. But the positive is we can learn quickly. We can get information quickly. So it's positive and negative.
And then we will become stupid, like our ancestors.
How about the next fact? Some linguists, not all linguists,
But
say the
that's
best way.
what Mr. Greenwood, it's
Yeah.
actually the reason that technology is here to help us. It's helping us to become more convenient.
Yes, it's
So-
helping us. So this is if you want to write a positive technology essay, you will talk about the convenience. If you want to write a negative one, you'll talk about laziness, because convenience makes you lazy, right? So you can be positive or
And
negative.
then we talk about if AI does everything, then there will be less jobs for people and there will be more poor people.
Wow, you know so much stuff. Wow.
And then there will be a lot
Here's
of
another fact. We've got so many facts, so I think we should keep talking. Keep going. Linguists say the best way for children
It's increasing the rate of people losing their jobs.
Yes. Okay. Yes, true. Linguists say the best way for children to acquire a language is to expose yourself to video or audio of native speakers. Do you understand this fact? Do you know what that means? Expose yourself means listen or watch.
to watch more a video of that language, like that person
Yes.
speaking.
And do you know what native speaker means? Native speakers?
Yeah.
Like you,
I'm a
Mr.
native speaker of
Greenwood.
English. You are a
The
native
one
speaker of
who
Cantonese.
speak English always speak English.
Yes. So this fact could be useful if you want to say watching YouTube is good, right? That it's good to have smartphones for entertainment, and that we should listen to podcasts. All of this will be useful to say technology is good for helping us learn language. Next one, just 26% of under 18s read books every week, the lowest number since 2005. 26% of under 18s read books every week. Now, this is negative for technology because it's showing that people don't read anymore. And do you think reading books is good? If you think reading books is useful for language, then this will be a negative fact for technology. And you can, so if you want to say technology is bad, you can use this fact. Okay, let's look at the next one. 60% of US college students, that means university, consider themselves to have a cell phone addiction. 71% sleep with their cell phones. Do you sleep with your cell phone? With your smartphone?
No, I put it out and charge. You need to use it the other day.
Does your mom or dad? I have a charger next to my bed. I sleep with my cell phone.
My dad does that because he needs to hear the hospital if there's a patient.
Last night at 2:30 a.m., Hannah sent me a message on Google Classroom and it woke me up. This is true because I didn't mute my phone. This was a bad idea. Anyway.
My mom has the phone on top of
It's bad for your brain if your
and
phone
it's
is
charged with the phone.
Yeah, it might be bad for your brain. So maybe I'm getting stupid. Do you think I'm getting? Have you noticed I got stupid every week or not?
Yes.
And yeah, that's true. You guys are getting smarter, but I'm getting stupider. That's what happens. An article by Top Hat, I don't know what Top Hat is, it must be a newspaper or something, argues technology allows for more active learning. Teachers can help students to be more engaged through the use of computers. Do you think it's true? Do you agree with this? It's not a fact, it's an article. Do you agree? Well, people are typing. Imagine, nah, yes, lol. Well, thanks for all your input, especially Jaden, lol. Wait, who write LMAO in the chat? Come on, guys. This is rude. Don't write LMAO. This is such a rude thing to.
It's just laugh my ass off. It's not actually that rude.
Okay. Here are some facts about technology number 2. This is the last page of facts. Okay. According to Saron Mock, game-based applications help students to understand the connection between learning and real life work. That means that by playing games, you can learn. Do you agree with this? Playing games helps you learn. What do you think?
Yeah.
Not all the games like PUBG, they teach you to kill people.
Yeah, they teach you to survive.
like
Survival. How to hide, where to hide, how to
Yeah.
avoid gunshots and defend yourself.
But not all games.
I don't know what Saramok is because I Googled for facts and I don't know where this came from. So you can search Saramok and find it. I don't know. This was me searching for facts. I didn't write these myself. No. According to technology and education reform, the most common effect of introducing technology to students is to increase motivation. Do you know what motivation means?
It means like try harder or something like that.
Yeah, it means you really want to work hard. You really want to achieve and you try your best. You're motivated. Shall I put that into the vocabulary table? Do you want to learn it, this word? Maybe I will. So let me just go escape. Vocabulary, motivation, and that's a noun, and motivated, just the adjective. It means, well, the adjective means really want to work hard and do well, right? This is the meaning. And for example, people are motivated by money. So they do
You work.
things which will lead to more money, such as studying and business, right? These two things. So because of we're motivated by money, right? Who can make a sentence using motivated or motivation? Okay, many children are motivated by what? Why do you, if you have an angry teacher at school, why do you always do your homework?
So they don't hit.
No, I just want to. They will punish you.
Yeah, fear, by fear of punishment, right? This is true for my daughter.
No, not actually everyone.
Motivated by Minecraft. Okay, so basically Hannah is motivated by Robux. So she talks about it in the chat. Right, you are motivated by Robux. Thank you for helping me think of a sentence. Motivation is important for children these days because teachers just scold them all. Yeah, okay, true.
You can't be motivated by Robux. You need to use
some people
money
would
to
say
buy
that fear does not actually motivate you, it just scares you. And then you won't do your best work, you just do the minimum work to avoid punishment, right? So this is, okay, so the motivation. Now let me go back to the Google slides.
Most of my classmates.
Were there any other words on this page that you would like me to put in the vocabulary? Acquire, okay, good, acquire is a good word. It means get something without really trying. That's number one. Or number two is buy something. There's two meanings of acquire as a verb. And by the way, the noun is acquisition. And when I was at university, I studied language acquisition, which is how you acquire a language. But in language, acquisition is different to learning. Can you see why from the definition? Okay, language acquisition.
You try, but acquisition you don't.
Exactly. Babies acquire language. They do not learn it, right? They don't sit down with their exercise books and write down grammar questions. They just listen and then they suddenly know, they know English or they know Chinese without trying, right? That's called acquisition. But adults, sometimes they learn and sometimes they acquire. Now, I think acquiring is better than learning, which is why I try to teach you in a way that you can acquire as well, right? So that's another thing. You can say, I acquired a new laptop. This is the number two meaning for $1,000. So it can mean buying as well. Acquire can mean buying. So who can make a sentence with the word acquiring and language? Who can make a sentence? My mum learned Burmese with no teacher. Well, okay, so that means your mum acquired Burmese. So my mum acquired Burmese with no teacher. Did she do it by listening and speaking? This is a good one.
She learned by my dad and
Burmese is the language from Myanmar, or sometimes it's known as Burma, right? The old name was Burma, but the new name is Myanmar, and that's why it's called Burmese. Okay, any other words that you want to use? Any other sentences using acquire or acquisition? Okay, so let's go to the next one.
I acquired Cantonese when I was a baby.
Yes. Okay, I acquired. Yes, and you acquired English by watching YouTube, right?
Yes.
And I acquired American English by watching annoying YouTubers.
Yes.
Is it like
YouTubers
annoying orange?
saying, hey guys, like and subscribe, right? This is American English. Have you? They always say this. Hey guys, let me talk about myself. I want to talk about myself now because I'm me and I'm on YouTube. This is American English.
No, I don't talk like that.
Oh my, no, I don't. I totally don't talk like that. Oh my God. Okay, linguistics. Linguistics is a subject and linguistic is the adjective. So linguistics, we can call it a subject, right? And this is the study of language, or for the adjective, it's anything about language. Linguists, this is another word. Linguist is a person who studies linguistics, right? Like a scientist, you can call them a linguist. Linguists study how the human brain can help us learn, acquire, and communicate linguistically, right? I'm using the word linguistically now.
And think.
Yeah, but it's all about language. So thinking is psychology. So now if you want to go to psychology, this is a subject. And then psychological would be the adjective. And then psychologist would be the person, right? And this is just about the human brain. So the study of the human brain and thought, and then anything about thinking is called psychological. Okay, what did Anson write? Acquisition means not try really hard or just learn something naturally. Yeah, you learn things naturally. That means you acquire them. Like you acquired the ability to feel how warm something is. You didn't say, today I'm going to practice touching cold and hot things and deciding which one is cold and which one is hot. You didn't do that. You just acquired it. Okay, so psychologists, I can copy this exact thing, right? And I can change it to psychologists. Study how the human brain works, not how it helps us learn, how it works and how we think. So it's very similar. Now, I studied both of these two subjects at university, so that's why I like them, but they're all very useful for these topics. Okay, who can make a sentence using the word linguistic or linguistics? Nobody knows? What about linguist?
Nobody.
Nobody wants to type a sentence or speak. Let's study language. Yes, there we go. And it's not hard for Anson. Anson said someone that studies language is what?
A linguist.
Is a linguist. There we go. And also there's linguine, but that's a kind of spaghetti.
It's a linguist who likes to eat.
Who can make a sentence with the word psychologist then?
Someone that studies the human brain is a psychologist.
You see, it's not difficult at all. The human brain is a psychologist. Actually, I'm going to tell you, it's not just human brain. It could be animal brain too. So animal brain. I said human actually, but it could be animal too. So this is my mistake, because you can have animal psychology, not just human psychology.
Animal psychology seems hard.
Yeah, but like you learn interesting things. Like, did you know that bees do a dance to tell other bees where the flowers are?
No, I just watched the video about it.
So bees, they dance like this, and then the other bees can find the flowers by following the dance. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's
How small is the bee's brain?
and
The bees are so
dolphins can sense a Dolphins can sense if
They're
somebody's
smart
out.
too, even though they're small.
Anyway, we're going off topic, aren't we? So any other words from here that you'd like to learn? I'll give you 10 seconds to type one. No, okay. What about this page? Any words you'd like to learn from this page? Okay, well, that's fine. I think you understand enough to start to continue with the lesson. So now let's go. Instead of spending hours grading, that means marking homework, right? This is the American word for marking. Teachers can use AI tools like Graderade. Graderade, it's like Gatorade, to enter completed assignments and receive immediate scores. Now, I don't like this. I think this is not good. Do you think AI can really mark? I don't trust it. I don't trust this, but okay. It is a fact. This does exist. Smartphones allow people from developing countries to educate themselves about health, economics, or language. So this could say that technology is good for the developing world, right? It could help them.
Yes, but it's bad for the environment, I think.
Yes. Smartphones have made healthcare more efficient. For example, COVID-19 tracing apps and things like this, right? And video games increase your attention span, what really? Improve decision-making and problem-solving capabilities in competitive environments, and improve memory and learning. I found this online.
Yes!
Does it sound true? Does it sound true?
Now my mom
Yes!
tell me.
I need to say according to something, because that's not really a fact, right? So according to studies, we can say according to studies, right? This would be better.
Okay.
So some studies think this is true. Some studies think it's not true. So it just depends. But you can use it as a fact. If it's not really a fact, you can talk about the source of the fact or the opinion. Here are some essay questions about technology. Which one should we choose? We're going to vote 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay. So here are the 5. 1, do you think technological advancement has done more harm than good? 2, is it good for children to start using computers from an early age and spend long hours using them? 3, advancement in technology helps to improve the standard of life. Do you agree or disagree? 4, technology has improved the education system. Do you agree or disagree? And 5, does the convenience of technology make us lazy? So vote 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in the chat. And we will start writing this essay together. Okay, I see a 2, I see a 5, I see a 4. So we've got 2 or 5. We've got 4 from Doris. 2, 5. Well, we've got 2 people saying 2 or 5. Another 2, another 2. Okay, looks like 2 is winning, right? 2 is winning. Come on, 2 is gonna win. Is 2 gonna win?
Which one shall we choose?
Okay, so we're choosing number 2 because we've got so many votes for 2 now. So is it good for children to start using computers from an early age and spend long hours using them? Right. Now,
it's bad for your eyes, though.
So now we'll go to today's. So this is today's essay title. Look, is it good for children to start using computers from an early age and spend long hours using them? And we're going to be using the same thing, FCEEO, to make our body paragraph. So we're going to need 2 facts.
I thought we're going to have.
But first, we need to choose. Do you agree or disagree? Who thinks it's good and who thinks it's bad for children to start using computers from an early age? You have to vote in the class, in the chat now. Good or bad? Venus says bad. I say good. I'm typing good. Yeah, you can write with just a different perspective. You're right. But I think we should choose one side for this essay. We should choose one side. Okay, lots of people say bad. Interesting. Well, let's look at the facts we've got and see if any of them could help us write good or bad, because this might make it easier. So look at the first one. The average salary for a computer programmer in Hong Kong is 298,903. This would be good, right? This would mean it's good to learn computers from an early age. You think it's bad? Okay.
Yeah.
It seems most of you said bad. It is bad, even though I disagree, but okay, I will help you write your side.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We can write either side. It's bad. Okay, so we need 2 facts to show that it is bad. So I think the addiction one is a good one, right? So we can talk about 71, but this one is a good one, right? Addiction. We should say addiction. That's fact number 1. I think this is a good fact to use for this. And then what's another fact? Which other fact would be useful? What about the fact that people don't read? I like that fact.
I do not like to read.
But if we say just 26% of under 18s read books every week, then this could also be useful for this essay. So I think we could use these 2 facts, right? Because now we can say, but reading is really important. And technology addiction stops us from reading books, right? So we could use fact number 1, this, fact number 2, this. Now you could change your fact number 2 if you want. When you're writing, you can change number 2, but we're going to write number 1 together. Okay, so now we can start writing. That's it. Simple. That's the whole plan. That's all we need to do, get 2 facts. So let's take fact number 1 and think about, okay, so we're going to talk about addiction and reading as our main reasons that it's bad for children to start using computers from a young age. So let me put the question again here. So we need to introduce the topic. So I need to write a sentence to introduce the topic of computers in an early age. So I want to start with something like nowadays. What can we say about technology to introduce the topic of technology? Me, Hannah, I use the computer maybe at least 6 to 7 hours a day if you include the phone.
We use technology every day.
Okay, we use technology for everything.
For example, paying money.
From education to entertainment. All right, I used to eat. Okay, fine, introduce the topic. Nice and simple. It's not a long essay we're writing. Paraphrase the question. So now I need to paraphrase. Do you know what paraphrase means? Paraphrase means write in your own words, right? Write in your own words. So I need to say, so when we write an essay, we should paraphrase the question, right? When we write an essay, we should paraphrase the question or title. So let's paraphrase this question. Or some people believe. So some people believe what?
Some people believe using computers are good.
Yeah, let's say young people, because I don't want to say children, so I'm paraphrasing. Young people should, young people benefit from using computers from a very young age, while others think, what do others think? Others think it is
Bad.
Bad is such, harmful. I like Anson's word, harmful. Good word, Anson. Harmful is better than bad, right? Harmful and damaging. Now I need to state my stance, which means my side, and we decided to choose bad, even though I like good. Okay. My stance is that overall, the effects of technology, of computers and technology, are negative due to addiction and reduced reading among children. Okay, so look, these are my 2 topics. Number 1 is addiction. Number 2 is reduced reading. And that's all I need to say in my introduction. In this essay, I will what?
Talk about the negative things about using computers from an early age for long hours.
I'll discuss the negative aspect. I'm going to reword it a little bit for you of using computers from an early age. That's great. And this is really good because our last sentence shows that we're really answering the question, because it says using computers from an early age. And we wrote here using computers from an early age. So now I need to do fact, just like last time, fact, consequence, explanation, examples, opinion. So I'll start with my fact, which is 60%. Okay, so according to a survey, 60% of US college students consider themselves to have a cell phone addiction. Now I can copy this because it's a fact, right? But I can put it in quotations like this. Or you could just write your own words of this if you want. So there's my fact. Now I want consequence. What's the consequence of cell phone addiction?
Harm your eyes, and then you will always be on your phone.
Consequently, let's try this. No, these students cannot focus on productive tasks because they are addicted, right? They're addicted to this, to their phones. Now I can explain it, right?
Take away the phone.
Most phone addictions are not productive. Most students are addicted to things like games, YouTube,
Netflix,
Instagram,
and things which distract them from their studies.
In my class, I have a classmate who always plays video games, and now his grades are very, 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 very bad. Horrible, terrifying.
Good. So many students. Okay, I'm going to say in the survey, instead of saying it's your friend, because it sounds more professional, many students said their grades had suffered due to smartphone addiction, as well as getting less sleep. Yeah, well, maybe not you,
So he sleeps in his lessons.
Overall, now I want to go for the opinion. My opinion is what from this? Overall, my opinion is that by introducing smartphones to children, this addiction
At a young age is bad.
could become unstoppable. Now, why did I suddenly mention children young age? Because I realized I need to make sure that I'm answering the question. Guys, you talking about bedtime? What is this? A happy chat? Are you even listening to me? Okay, so fine. There we go. Look, I've done everything. I've done a fact. This is a fact, right? Shall I color code this? This is a fact, right? This is a consequence. Explanation. This is examples. Okay, fine. Here we go. So I've done fact, consequence, explanation, examples, opinion. I could write more, but this is just a simple example. You could write more. You could elaborate on all these points if you wanted to. No, you don't need to copy the whole thing. I'm going to give this all to you on Google Classroom right now. You're going to write paragraph, body paragraph 2 and conclusion. So homework, complete the essay. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to Google Classroom. See Google Classroom. I'm pressing classwork. Also, I will send you a copy of this lesson on video because I think it's quite useful for you to revise from it. Because this is useful for many types of essay. And later I will show you how to change all this into different types of writing. You can even use this method for like writing a letter, writing other things, writing a blog, as long as you change your style a little bit. Nice. Okay, brain specialists believe that when children use mobile phones, the amount of radiation absorbed by their brain is higher. Whoa, what a great statistic from Venus. That's a great one. I'm glad you didn't use my fact. You don't have to use my fact. You can use any fact, right? I gave an example, but you can change this. Remember that. Well, hey, just 26% of under 18s read books every week. Consequently, yes, great. You're going to argue that you think books are really important. And I agree. I force my daughter to read books because I think it's very important. Well, I don't force her, but I find a book that she likes and then I tell her to read it before she can use her screen. 26% of under 18s read books every week. Consequently, you will become impatient because of games like, okay, but what's the consequence of not reading books? I think, Hannah, we should talk about the consequence of not reading books. Okay. Very good. This is a very good consequence. It results in poor language skills, cultural ignorance, and fear of books. Wow, what a great, that's like a really good sentence. Excellent sentence. Early age children who use electronic devices will ruin their health and school grades. Okay. One 1998 study showed that video games raise the level of dopamine in the brain by about 100%. Wow. Okay. Slightly lower than cocaine. You're saying that, why do you like cocaine so much, Carson? Why are you always talking about cocaine? Okay, but can you explain the bad side of not reading? Can you talk about reading? If you're using this statistic about reading, you should talk about how reading is important.
I pressed in the vocabulary one.
Yeah, I thought so. So Hazel, you should talk about reading being important to explain this. Like, if we don't like reading, what's the bad side of that? Why is it bad that we don't read? Whoa. Well, I can't believe how much Venus is writing. Venus's brain is growing every day. Maybe it's going to explode soon. Venus, was it true? You said you're learning Korean. Is that really true? Did you really learn Korean with your friends, or was that just for your essay?
Who?
Yeah, there we go. Reading books not only broadens your horizons, but lets you submerge in the thrill of the fantasy world. Wow, great. Who are you, Darkfire? I don't even know who you are. Who is Darkfire, the secret genius? Okay, it looks like time's up. So just finish writing this for your homework, and I'm going to video mark them and give you some feedback.
Sure.
Do you have any questions?
No.
No, never.
I'll remember not to press into the wrong file.
Yeah. But I mean, I knew that's what you did. I had a feeling, but this is because it was the top. It was the most recent one, so you click the most recent. It's quite an easy mistake. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.